Nick, 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 that scream. Y'all girls, Zinnie Pooh is downstairs eating. Listen, I am, yes, grandma is in the building, but grandma is leaving tomorrow. So Zen got to get back on her regular schedule. Thank you for the follows. And listen, and if anybody follows me, yo, let me say this to say that. If you follow me, I will never contact you. I will never reach out to you. This is my only page. If you follow me, y'all, I will never reach out to you and be like, oh, would you like a reading? I have a work. That's not me. I don't have time. I don't do that. So if you get somebody reach out to you, y'all, that's not me. Block them. Tell them be blocked and blessed. All right. So listen, without further ado, we're going to get the party started because it's Friday. It's Friday. One of my exes just hit me up. Good morning. Look, good morning, Nikita. One of my exes just hit me up. My trip is all right. I came here to do what I came to do. So I got a full day ahead of me today. My oldest granddaughter is going to a daddy and daughter dance, so I'm gonna go see them off later on. Somebody had a 2023 reading from I don't know when, so I got to do that today at 3. I got to get dressed. One of my exes, maybe 2 of them, to hit me up. Okay, so I got to go get lunch. Gotta go get lunch on somebody's daddy, and I got to put my pink leather pants on and hit these streets because I leave tomorrow. So we gonna make this the best 24 ever. All right. All right, but without further ado, what, friend? I'm just saying, without further ado, y'all know what it is. It's the 48 laws of power. Somebody's daddy, somebody's uncle, maybe one my baby daddy. Listen, y'all know what it is. It's the 48 laws of power, and we're going to do this thing. Now, let me tell y'all something. This right here is going to change lives. Today, law, we're going to get right into it. Listen. Yes, hey, let's put it on there if y'all not in the algorithm. Yes, let's go ahead and share it, y'all. Law number 34, pink leather pants and somebody's uncle with these glasses on. And wait till I wash my face. She said, I'll be 34 on Monday. Let's get it, y'all. Law number 34. I'm going to get right into it. I ain't going to do a whole lot of talking because my friend, what's up, Divine? Because my friend says this is the law I practice every day. My friend said I practice this law every day, whether I know it or not. So we're going to see. What's up, Jasmine? Law number 34. Welcome. Oh, let me do my thing. Welcome to the most realest, ratchetest, rawest Bible study on God's green internet. Brandy, I'm in Cleveland. Right now. I'm on 126. I'm in Cleveland right now. Welcome to the realest. You can tell by the way the house built. This is Cleveland. Welcome to the realest, rawest Bible study on God's green internet. The church doors are open. I am the girl, Coach Misty, Coach Bishop, Pastor Misty. And we are here with the 48 laws of power, honey. Listen, you're here with the 48 laws of power. And baby, we on law 34. And I'm gonna tell all of y'all, it's time to be king, not queen, but king. It's time to be king, not queen, but king. Hopefully you got your drinks ready as always. Yes, I'm sipping on the same bottle of ginger ale. Listen, I am not going to change who I am. I ain't going to hide who I am for y'all. I am sipping on the same bottle of ginger ale. When I come into Cleveland, I have to get a thing of Canada Dry. Okay? I'm the only person sipping on this. You say Windbird shouting in heaven. Girl, listen, I am look, she told my grandma, listen, get y'all bottles together. Now, some of y'all sipping on Moet. Listen, some of y'all sipping on Moet. Some of y'all sipping on water. I'm sipping on Canada Dry. So go ahead and take a swig because we about to dig in. Boy, like I swear to God, Canada Dry will cure a cold. She said she got some pineapple juice. Canada Dry will cure the measles. I don't know about y'all, but anytime I got sick, my mother and my grandmother would be like, go get some chicken noodle soup and Canada Dry. I'd be like, I fell off my bike. I fell off my bike. They'd be like, go get the Canada Dry. I swear to God, my mother swore by Canada Dry. Ginger ale will cure anything. You pregnant, go get us some Canada Dry. Yes, friend. They said there's healing in the ginger. This probably ain't got that much ginger in it, friend. It's got a lot of sugar. This is the first thing in here is I don't even know the ain't no ginger in here, ma'am, sir. But listen, ginger ale, I'm like, mommy, my credit dip. Go get you a ginger ale. Canada Dry cure anything. I just got into a car accident. Get her a ginger ale and a lawyer. Okay, let me stop playing. Y'all, come on, y'all. We on page Saints. Let's turn to page 282. If you don't have the book, don't worry. You say I need to retire that 2 liter. I'm gonna drink it today. I'm gonna drink it today. No, Verner's. No. Verner's is the devil. Don't you ever come on here talking about no damn Verner's. Friend, I'm gonna drink the rest of my 2 liter today. Okay? If a 2 liter don't last me 3 days, what is it good for? I'm gonna retire that 2 liter today. When I be back on Monday, I'll be back at home. Am I still doing my shot? Yeah. And drinking a 2 liter. Girl, I ain't doing no update on the shot. This midday manifest. The update is I'm still fat. Not as fat as I used to be, but I'm still fat. She talking about what's the update on the shot? I'm still fat. That's it. That's the update. I'm still fat. Zen is downstairs eating her lunch. I'm still big. I'm about to go get some to eat right now. That's the update. Okay? Here, let me tell y'all something. If some of y'all don't know me or just joined me, I actually own a boot camp, a fitness boot camp. I'm actually a personal trainer. So I shouldn't even be doing no damn shot. The update is, listen, the update is I'm about to start back to working out. The update is that girl, I ain't say I wasn't ugly. Y'all don't start that foolishness today. When I be like I'm fat, I never said I was ugly. Never said that. Listen, fat is that's real. Like skinny and fat, that's real. Never said I was ugly. Don't start, y'all. Please, let's get into this book. So, yes, like I'm pretty. I've been pretty all my life. I ain't gonna stop being pretty. Huh? Fat is just that. I'm plus size. I'm fat. That's not ugly. Like skinny is skinny. Skinny ain't ugly. It's just it's an adjective, y'all. Let's not start that. I'm not talking about myself. But listen, she's about the workout train. Girl, I got a whole workout group. I'm a whole personal trainer. Listen, we're not about to talk about this. Is not a more journal. Well, what am I taking? Ozempic, y'all. I am not doing one of them lives. Like I'm on Ozempic, and girl, listen. Here's the deal. I have lost a lot more weight without a shot and without anything else. I know better. So let's get this clear. Not too much, okay, Jasmine. I know better. There's nothing magical because when you stop taking the shot, the weight comes back. So when you stop taking the pill, your weight comes back. Whatever it is, your weight comes back. Okay? Your weight comes back. So I know better. As a personal trainer and a certified nutritionist, I know better. Right? I know better. But I said, hell, why not? And me taking the shot and making videos, ended me up on Good Morning, my TikTok videos was on Good Morning America and Nightline. So, all publicity is good publicity, but I know better. You understand me? So as soon as you stop taking the shot, it's going to come back. You don't want to get hooked on something like that and have to do that. Plus that shot, my insurance doesn't cover it because I'm not diabetic and I ain't doing no appeal. So they talking about Ozempic. So them shots is $1,100. If I got $1,100 to spend on the shot, I got $1,100 to spend on somebody to cook me some meals. Because I don't like to cook. So does somebody cook me some meals? I got $1,100 to go. Yeah, $1,100 every 5 weeks. So no, man. No, people up here talking about I lost 118 pounds on the shot, but you ain't talking about the side effects. No, I know better. But anyway, let's get back to this. We all listen. It says a meal prep, right? Let's get back to this. Law 34, be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated as one. Okay? Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated as one. Okay? So somebody let the new people in here. I know we on the FYP. So somebody let the new people in here know what we're doing. Y'all, we on page 282. Okay? It says, let me say this, and this needs to know, because guess what? This ties into everybody who is I'm talking to my plus size people. Listen, let me tell you something. The way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. The way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. In the long run, appearing vulgar or common will make people disrespect you. For a king respects himself and inspires the same sentiment in others. By acting regally and confident of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown. I'm going to say this again. By acting regally and confident of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown. You know what, y'all? I have had men argue me up and down about my weight. They say, you not that. You not. I said, they say, how much you weigh? I tell them how much you weigh. How much I weigh. They say, you don't weigh that much. I say, yes, I do. They say, no, you don't. I say, yes, I do. Yes, I do. They say, what? You weigh? I say, yes, I do. And it's not because, yes, I do have a shape. Some of y'all is unshapely. It's not too much, coach. Not too much. Some people wear their weight differently. Okay. Some people are solid. Some people are jiggly puff. You see what I'm saying? Listen. Some people are whatever. I don't have my gavel on me. I'm out of town. I thought I brought one with me. I thought I did, but I didn't. My bad. Okay. But it's about the way you carry yourself. Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't carry myself in the way the society says I should, but I'm not arrogant. You see what I'm saying? It's not arrogance. It's just, and then people are like, oh, you so confident. Let me say something to all of my medium-sized people and smaller people. Calling a plus-size woman confident is not a flex. It's not a compliment. Because what you're telling me is that I really should not be acting the way I'm acting. Like, oh, I wish I had that type of confidence. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's not a compliment. Stop telling people that, oh, you so confident. Why wish I had your confidence? Because what you're telling me is that you really shouldn't be acting the way you do. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said, friend, you said, that's why I say you're beautiful. Thank you. My spirit is beautiful, but I'm pretty. Now let's cut it out. Okay. No filters, no makeup. I'm pretty. Okay. But that's what it is. I'm telling y'all that. When you tell a person, oh, you got a lot of confidence. When you tell a person you got a lot of confidence, what you're telling me is that, man, you really shouldn't be like that. Okay? Right. So my thing is this, like, it's really not, what I'm saying is y'all have to, you know what I'm saying? You can be like, hey, I like the way you move. So instead of telling a big person, the face card never declines. And I ain't even jumped in the shower yet. This is straight off the bed. Eye boogers and all. Face card never decline. No makeup. God forbid I get a face of makeup. Moving on. Face card never declines. That's what this dude told me. He said face card never declining. And ain't. Woo! Let's get into it. All right, listen. We ain't gonna talk about the fat, the plus size, whatever. I mean, do what you gotta do. Listen. Powerful people, we on page 284, y'all. Powerful people may be tempted to affect a common man aura, trying to create the illusion that they and their subjects and underlings are basically the same. Now, I made this mistake when I first became a supervisor. It says powerful people may be tempted to affect a common man aura, trying to create the illusion that they and their subjects or underlings are basically the same. But the people whom this false gesture is intended to impress will quickly see through it. They understand that they are not being given more power, that it only appears as if they shared in the powerful person's fate. The only kind of common touch that works is the kind affected by Franklin Roosevelt, a style that said the president shared values and goals with the common people, even while he remained a patriarch to his heart, or he remained the president. He said, hey, I share your views, but don't forget I'm still up here. Right? He said he never pretended to erase his distance from the crowd. Okay, leaders who try to dissolve that distance through a false chumminess gradually lose the ability to inspire loyalty, fear, or love. Instead, they elicit contempt. So, real quick, y'all, my first job as a supervisor at supervising real people. Who else would I be supervising? Anyway, my first real job as a supervisor came when I was 33 years old, and I worked at the for DART, for the Transit Authority, right? For the Transit Authority, and I used to wear dress pants and Jordans. I used to wear dress pants and Jordans, but that was my deal though, right? And I went in, I was the first supervisor they had hired outside of the people in the group. They had never had an outside supervisor. So I walked in as a supervisor. So I was faced with a lot of, people was mad at me because they felt like they boy should have got the job, or they homegirl should have got the job. Who is this shit coming in? She ain't never been in my shoes, and she gonna get a job over me. How she gonna tell me to do my job and she ain't never did it? So what people didn't understand was supervising them was not about supervising the job. I'm supervising your work habits. I don't have to know what you do. Listen, I don't have to know what you do. I just have to know how to make you do it better. Come on, somebody. And so my first mistake was I was young. I went in trying to be their friend. Huh? But see, let me tell you something. When you go in trying to be their friend, and this is if you're going into corporate America, if you're going to supervise, even if you own a business, that's what they tell you. Never hire your family members or your friends, because it ain't gonna be the same. Because see, when you go in trying to be their friend, your friend ain't gonna fire you. Right? Your friend ain't gonna fire you. And then you're going to try to be their friend, and they get to talking to you crazy and sideways. So I found myself in a lot of little predicaments when I first started being a supervisor, because I went in trying to be their friend and not trying to be a leader. I wanted acceptance from them. And what I realized is I didn't need your acceptance. I needed your respect. I don't care if you accept me or not. So what happens is, I went through a period where people started trying me. And when they started trying me, that made me have to do a whole 180. When people started trying me, I had to do a whole 180. So I went from being Mr. Nice Guy to please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. So now we went from, oh, giggle, giggle, to, oh, let me show you who I am. And it was such a stark contrast that really who I was lost in translation. And people, they didn't like that. People didn't accept me. They feared me. And it just became a whole problem. Luckily, I had an opportunity to leave that job, go to another department for a year and work in the training department. And then when I came back a year later. I had learned a lot more from my mistakes as my first time as a supervisor. And I was able to put some distance between myself and my employees, right? I shouldn't be going out to hang out with you after work. I'm not doing that. If you invite me to a party, I might show my face, but I'm not going to sit there. I'm not like you. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but we are not in the same category. You see what I'm saying? For instance, let me say this to say that. And some people wonder why when I go to different cities. Now, the DC thing, I got into the car accident, but they taught me something. People say, oh, coach, you're going to be in my city. Let's hang out. Let's hang out. I do want to meet y'all, but I can't hang out with you. I can't. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I don't want it. I can't just hang out with you. I can't just like, girl, pick me up unless we forge that type of connection. I can't just be like, oh, come on home, girl, pick me up. Let's hit these streets. Let's run these streets. Unless we've had I just can't hang out with you like that. Right? Because there's a certain reason why you tune in every day. There's a certain reason, because if I do that, then you have no motive. You'll be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I hung out with her, it's whatever. Like, I become commoner, and I have to protect my space. I have to protect my space. What I do, people who don't know, I'm an intuitive seer, right? And I'm a super duper empath. So if I hang out with everybody, us hanging out, what the hell? y'all, us hanging out is not just gonna be us hanging out. Us hanging out is gonna end up me reading you. I'm gonna end up reading you. I'm gonna end up telling you everything that you probably didn't want to know, whatever. So it's not gonna be just a hangout. I know how I am. Even when I'm trying to hang out with my friends, people I've been friends with for many moons, I end up being like, girl, look, let me tell you about your job. They be like, damn, can we just go somewhere and you don't read me? Can we just get a drink and you don't read me? Right? So that's why I don't do it. Okay, listen. You said, I don't know about the accident. Oh, I got into an accident with somebody's daddy when I was in Maryland, D.C. or whatever. And anyway, yeah, let's move on. So listen, y'all, let's talk about Christopher Columbus. Let's talk about Christopher Columbus, baby, because listen, Christopher Columbus, y'all, if that little baby done got me sick, hold on, y'all. I think that little baby did. Now, Zen was sick. Zen was sick, and I was letting her lay on me and cough all in my face because I'm like, oh, she just a little baby. She just a little baby. And now I got the sniffles, baby. I'm a knock her. Next time she crawling, I'm going to tip her over. I know she ain't got me sick. Baby, listen. You said I will turn the coach real. Listen, the next time, baby, listen. The next time, yeah, I got into the car accident. Baby, the next time she crawling, I'm going to tip her little ass up. Okay, let's get back to the book. I'm going to tip her over next time she crawl. Just let her be on her back like a dead, okay, like a little roach. You ever seen a roach on their back? I'm going to tip her over next time she crawling because I know she done got me sick. I just let her cough all in my face. Not too much on Zen. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to knock her bottle out her hand. How about that? I'm going to knock her bottle on the floor while she in her high chair. Okay. I'm going to knock her bottle off. Just knock the bottle off, then just walk off. She in a high chair. Okay. Wait on that. Oh, God. Listen. That like she the worst grandmother ever. Listen, y'all. Listen, Columbus. Let's talk about Christopher Columbus. Now, I know a lot of us may not know too much about Christopher Columbus, but let's get into it. Christopher Columbus had created a myth of his noble background because from early on, he felt that destiny had singled him out for great things and that he had a kind of royalty in his blood. Accordingly, he acted as if he were indeed a descendant from noble stock. Y'all, Christopher Columbus wasn't Christopher Columbus, the man that 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed, whatever, I don't know the rhyme. He was a nobody. But he acted as if he came from noble stock. Let's talk about it. He says, using the fabricated story, I'm on page 285. Using the fabricated story of his noble background, he married into an established family that had excellent connections with the Portuguese royalty. Now, listen, so he lied about who he was to get married into a great family, right? He lied about who he was so that he could so he can get into a good family. It says, listen, through his in-laws, Columbus finagled a meeting with the King of Portugal, whom he petitioned to finance a westward voyage aimed at discovering a shorter route to Asia. In return for announcing that any discoveries he achieved would be made in the king's name, Columbus wanted a series of titles. He wanted to be Grand Admiral of the Oceanic Sea, the officer of Viceroy over any lands he found, and 10% of the future commerce with such lands. In short, listen, he said, look, I'm going to do that. And in return, I want you to do this for me. But here's the deal. He literally had no qualifications for the journey he proposed. His petition included no details as to how he would accomplish his plans, just vague promises. Now, when Columbus finished his pitch, the King of Portugal politely declined his offer, but left the door open for the future. Here, Columbus must have noticed something he would never forget. Even as the king turned down the sailors' demands, he treated them as legitimate. Okay, so this is what Columbus realized. By asking for the moon, he had instantly raised his own status. For the king assumed that unless a man who set such a high price on himself were mad, which Columbus did not appear to be, he must somehow be worth it. That's a lesson for all you Okay, it's too early. It's Friday, but it's still early. This should be a lesson for all y'all bra. Okay, that was still wrong. Listen, when you set your price high, listen, first of all, y'all need to set some of y'all prices accordingly. Some of y'all need to set your prices accordingly. Not according to what you look like, but according to what you know. Not according to what you look like, but according to what y'all know. Some of y'all is setting y'all prices when it comes to marriage and dating according to what you look like and not what you know. Okay? Any man worth having wants somebody who can multiply what he brings to the table, not subtract from it. Okay, so some of y'all need to stop setting your damn price based on that work you done went and had done over in Mexico, and start setting your price based on what you know. Moving on. Okay, not too much, not too much. Jasmine keeps saying, Coach, not too much. Let's go ahead and turn the page to 286. He said he soon realized that only one person could meet his demands, and that was Queen Isabella. So he went to go meet Queen Isabella in 1487, but he didn't just come out and ask her for the stuff. He actually found a way to become part of her court, right? To go and visit her often. Now, in 1492, the Spanish had finally expelled the Moorish invaders who centuries earlier had seized parts of the country. So in 1492, Queen Isabella went through a little war, right? But once it was over, she could finally respond to the demands of her explorer friend, and she decided to pay for the 3 ships. So Queen Isabella said, hey, look, let me go ahead and take care of this little war real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and give you them 3 ships, right? So let's talk about the interpretation on page 286. It says, as an explorer, how Columbus was mediocre at best. He knew less about the sea than did the average sailor on his ships and could never determine the latitude and longitude of his discoveries. He mistook islands for vast continents and treated his crew badly. But in one area, he was genius. He knew how to sell himself. How else to explain how the son, listen, y'all, this is the son of a cheese vendor, a low-level sea merchant, managed to meet up and integrate himself with the highest royal and aristocratic families. Listen, Columbus had an amazing power to charm the noble, and it all came from the way he carried himself. He projected a sense of confidence that was completely out of proportion to his means. Listen, he projected a sense of confidence that was entirely out of proportion with his means. Okay, it says, listen, nor was his confidence the aggressive, ugly self-promotion of an upstart. It was a quiet and calm self-assurance. Quiet and calm self-assurance. Real quick before we go anywhere, I'm going to repeat that again. He projected a sense of confidence that was completely out of proportion to his means. I told y'all earlier, if y'all was in the live when we first began, I told you, I have had men say, you don't weigh how much you weigh. I've actually had men say, you know what? You are unlike any plus size woman I ever dated. Let me say this to say that. Do y'all know that some men will date plus size women because they still subscribe to this old myth or this old hearsay that plus size women are easier to get along with? Plus size women will do more for you than another type of woman. Plus size women are easier to get over on. Plus size women will pay you. Plus size women and da-da-da-da-da. Plus size women to worship the ground. So there are some men who are not, there are some men who are not even attracted to plus size women or were never initially attracted to plus size women, but because the women that they have chased after have done them so wrong or played them, or they feel like having validated their manlyhood, their manhood, okay, then they will come over to the other side and pursue plus size women. Because they're looking for somebody to validate who they are. They're looking for somebody to make them feel better about themselves. And then they run into me, uno nuno, huh? And I come in as the king, not the queen. I come in as the king that I am, a king. And when I say this, I want y'all to understand, I'm not saying that I'm manly. No, I'm not saying that I'm masculine. What I'm saying is I am the ruler over everything in my empire. You understand me? I make pimp decisions. And you can still do that as a woman. I make pimp decisions. You understand what I'm saying? You understand that? I am a king over here. I want you to be king where you are. I'm a king over here. Right? And if our two empires are to join, see, I can still be a king over here and be your wife at home. You understand me? Those are two different positions. I've been different women in my lifetime. You understand me? And I'm a king over here, but I could be your wife at home. I don't have to bring my kingly ways to the home. And you don't have to, you can be a king where you are. And you don't have to, you know what I'm saying, to be my husband at home. See, people don't know how to differentiate that. Who I am in the street is not who I am at home. You understand me? It's different energies. But anyway, that's a whole nother lesson, a whole nother day. I'm gonna say this to say that when you act, listen, it says when you have a sense of confidence that it's completely out of proportion with your means and people are offended by it, people will tell you, listen, when you are offended by it, people will let you know that you should be acting like that. And those are the people you need to leave alone. I've had that happen on a date. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that example. I just want to say that. You understand me? So with men who are seeking out plus size women who are not initially attracted to plus size women, because most men, and I'm gonna get off the plus size women shit because we got to go. But most men who are attracted to plus size women from day one, their mamas was plus size, their aunties was plus size, their first girlfriend was plus size. And so they're not really interested in the whole personality of it all. It is the physical. It is the physical that gets you at first, right? You have to be attracted to somebody through your visual first before they even speak a word. You have to say, even if you look at a picture on the dating websites, you have to be like, you know what? She's pretty. She do something for me. Let me see what she's talking about. Or he's handsome. He do something for me. Let me see what he's talking about. So the ones who are attracted to plus size women because they heard that plus size women were easier to get over on, when they meet me, they King Misty, Uno Nuno, okay? When they meet your girl, they are really flabbergasted and highly offended because I do not play into the stereotypical plus size scenario, okay? Let's get back to the book. It says, listen. It says, understand, I'm at the bottom of page 286, y'all. It said, understand, it is within your power. Hold on. Listen, it say, hold on, I'm gonna say this. In fact, hold on. We're going to go back to this. In fact, it was the same confidence usually shown by the nobility themselves. So Christopher Columbus had the same confidence as the people he was asking money from. The powerful in the old style felt no need to prove or assert themselves. Being noble, they knew they always deserved more and asked for it. Being noble, they know they always deserved more and asked for it. With Columbus, then, they felt an instant affinity for he carried himself just the way they did, elevated above the crowd, destined for greatness. Huh? Listen, if there is a certain group that you're trying to become a part of, don't jump through hoops to try to impress them because you then become a clown. You need to act just as they act sedity and they act like, you know, it's whatever. You need to do the same thing because they're going to be like, well, who is this acting like she's not trying to impress us? She's not trying to be like, she's not at our every beck and call. Who is this? Who is this? You're going to get their attention. It said, listen, understand, it is within your power to set your own price. I'm going to say that again. Understand, it is with your own power to set your own price. How you carry yourself reflects what you think of yourself. How you carry yourself reflects what you think of yourself. God told me on my trip to New Orleans, he said, stop dressing like a bum when you go to the airport. That's God told me that. I don't know what your God say to you or how good say to you. God said, stop dressing like a bum when you go to the airport. You'll be treated different. God was preparing me for the path that I'm taking now. He said, stop dressing like a bum when you go to the airport. Listen, it says, if you ask for little, shuffle your feet and lower your head, people will assume this reflects your character. But this behavior is not you. It is only how you have chosen to present yourself to other people. So know this. This is the wrong time to ask, boss lady. You go on my website. Listen, know this, y'all. Know this. This behavior is not you. You can change. Listen, you can change Your behavior. If you've been that type that's been very timid and, oh, I don't want to ask for too much. I'm just going to ask for what I need. I'm not going to ask for less than what I need because I'm scared of rejection. I'm going to say this again. This behavior is not you. It is only how you have chosen to present yourself to other people. That's why I tell you, you can change who you are. You can recreate who you are. This sentence, listen, you can just as easily present the Columbus front. Buoyancy, confidence, and the feeling that you were born to wear a crown. You hear me? You can easily present the Columbus front. Everybody put, I know y'all don't believe in Christopher Columbus, but baby, let me tell you something. You may not believe in his discoveries, but you better believe in his attitude. Huh? I'm doing it the Columbus way. Somebody put Columbus way in the comments. Somebody type Columbus way. I'm doing a Columbus way. Huh? I was meant for this crown. Huh? I am noble. I don't need to do a DNA test. Huh? I don't need to do, listen, I don't need to do a DNA test. I don't need to trace my lineage. I don't need to go back to the motherland and find out what tribe I come from to know that I am royal. You hear me? I am royalty. Huh? Zen is royalty. Huh? I don't care what, listen, it don't matter what your mama think about herself. What do you think about yourself? Because that's why I instill, I am royalty. Zoe is royalty. Zion is a king. Zoe is a king. Okay? Even my big head older son, Ian is a king. Huh? Listen. Hold on one second, because I got somebody on some foolishness. Lord have mercy. Got to be more careful. Here we go. Got to be more careful. And we're done with that. Listen. Hold on. I'm back. Listen. We on the top of page 287. With all great deceivers, there is a noteworthy occurrence to which they owe their power. Huh? In the actual act of deception, they are overcome by belief in themselves. It is this which then speaks so miraculously and compellingly to those around them. Okay? Let's go to keys to power. This is Ken's favorite thing. Y'all, I know y'all like, what the hell just happened here? What did she do? I had to. There's a lady that was on my YouTube, but she might switch over to Facebook and she'll get blocked there too. And she is a person who practices in the occult. And she came on here and she asked me a question. No, you can't. This is my deal. First of all, I'm saying this to say that I don't judge nobody on what they practice. Right? I don't judge nobody on what they practice. Okay? I'm reading from 48 Laws of Power. I don't judge nobody on what they practice, because whatever you practice, but don't come over here asking my God for questions if you don't follow him. Don't come over here asking my God for questions. Don't ask my God for help. Either you gonna serve my God or you gonna serve the God that you serve, but don't come asking my God for help. You hear me? If you are a witch, do some witchy and find your answer. You hear what I'm saying? If you're a witch, then do some witchy stuff and find out what you need to know. But don't ask my God for help. Don't do that. Stay in your lane. And she know doggone well I don't ask her questions during this time. And so then she sent another comment, and it wasn't the comment that caught me by my attention. It was the energy she was trying to send my way. Huh? The little razzle dazzle. So I had to stop, block, and rebuke. Put that on a t-shirt. Stop, block, and rebuke. You hear me? Stop, block, and rebuke. Somebody put that on a t-shirt and send it to me. That's what I had to do. So I was like, I said, maybe I'm not, but no, I'm very transparent with y'all. You hear what I'm saying? Stop, block, and rebuke. That's what we gonna do. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Y'all, let's talk about the keys to power. We are on page 287. Stop, block, and rebuke. That's it. I'm not about to play with y'all today. Stop, block, and rebuke. Listen, let's talk about the keys to power. It says, as children, listen, let's talk about this, y'all. We on page 287. We're going to finish this today. As children, we start our lives with great exuberance, expecting and demanding everything from the world. Just think about Zen. Zen was going to tear it up. If I didn't give her what she wanted, Zen was going to tear it up. It says this generally carries over into our first forays into society as we begin our careers. But as we grow older and rebuffs and failures, they said as we grow older, the rebuffs and failures we experience set of boundaries that only get firmer with time. Coming to expect less from the world. So let me say this, because this is a lot. Y'all, when we kids, we want everything. Babies want it all. Babies don't know what no means. Huh? Zen wanted them doggone Mike and Ike's. She didn't care what I was talking about. Zen like give it up and give it up smooth. How? What if we all could go back to the time when we were children? Huh? When everything was possible. People that's going through my art of dying class, that's what we have to go with. That's our next step. We have to go back to the time when we were children, where anything and everything was possible. See, what happened is, we had that feeling until we started experiencing failure. Huh? We had that feeling until we started experiencing failure. I'm going to talk about this. It says, once you start experiencing failure, you come to expect less from this world. You hear me? We put limitations. We accept the limitations that are really self-imposed. Self-imposed limitations, okay? It says we start to bow and scrape and apologize for even the simplest of requests. How many people are in that boat where you apologize for everything now? How many people used to be in that boat where you apologize for stuff you didn't even do? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. Right? It says the solution to such a shrinking of horizons is to deliberately force ourselves in the opposite direction. So in order to do this, you have to force yourself in the opposite direction. Okay? That's to downplay the failures and ignore the limitations. To make ourselves demand and expect as much as a child. To accomplish this, we must use a particular strategy upon ourselves called the strategy of the crown. Now, before I get into it, I want y'all to understand what I'm about to tell y'all is going to be ridiculous. It's called the strategy of the crown. You hear me? The strategy of the crown. You understand me? The strategy of the crown. Crazy. I want y'all to write that down. If you don't have a book, no problem. But I need you to write this down because we about to get into it. I'm about to take a sip. Everybody take a sip. Pick up your bottle. I'm still going to have this bottle tonight. Ken, talking about you need to retire that bottle. No, it still got a little oomph to it. Woo! Okay, I feel healed already. I feel healed already. When I crack that bottle open and I hear that, it still got a little umph to it, kid. I feel healed now. When it go flat, it's whack. Flat is whack, and I'm leaving it. That was a swig because we about to talk about the strategy of the crown. Now, my daughter, she said she didn't have enough food to make me a plate from last night. She only had her food. I swear to God, if I go down there and Zen got a rib, I'm taking it off the thing and I'm walking out the door. That food was good as hell. Okay, listen. The strategy of the crown. Friend said that was a swig. Shut up, Latoria. Listen. The strategy, this is on page 287. This is important. The strategy of the crown is based on a simple chain of cause and effect. I talk about this all the time. Hold on, I got the belt. Hold on. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Belch with me. I'm too real. I am too real. I need to have bloopers or something. Look. If we believe we are destined for great things, our belief will radiate outward, just as a crown creates an aura around the king. I'm going to say this and say that. Listen, the strategy of the crown is simple. It's a simple cause and effect. If we believe we are destined for great things, our belief will radiate outward, just as a crown creates an aura around a king. Okay? This outward radiance will infect the people around us, okay, who will think we must have reasons to feel so confident. People who wear crowns seem to feel no inner sense of the limits to what they ask, so to what they can ask for, what they can accomplish. So people who wear a crown, listen, the king can have anything they want. I need y'all to understand that. The king can have anything they want. If you writing these down, put that in your thing. The king can have anything they want. That's number one. You may not even believe yourself to be a king yet, but the king can. Zoe, the baby's still downstairs. Never mind. The king can have anything they want. Nothing, Zoe. Nothing. Y'all hear me? The king can have anything they want. See, I'm gonna punch her in her throat. The king, listen, you got to believe yourself to be king. See, that's the thing. It just is real easy. If you believe that you're a king and the king can have anything they want, then you can have anything you want. And your life will change tremendously. I really just summed up this book and we can really log off. I'm gonna say this to say that. It says this. I'm gonna go back up to it. It says people who wear crowns seem to feel no inner sense of the limits so to what they can ask for or what they can accomplish. This too radiates outward. Limits and boundaries disappear. Use the strategy of the crown and you'll be surprised how often it bears fruit. Okay, so it says throughout history, people of undistinguished birth, the Columbuses, the Beethovens, have managed to work the strategy of the crown, believing so firmly in their own greatness that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. How many of y'all believe you great? I want to be honest. Be honest with me. How many people believe they great? How many people can say right now, I'm great? Now, I ain't saying you working towards greatness. You used to be great, but you done fell off. How many people can say right now, I'm great? Not I'm great as if I'm feeling great, but I'm great as far as I'm a queen. I'm a king. I wear a crown. I can have whatever I want. There's no bound. I don't know boundaries. I don't know limits. I don't know none of that. Okay. Shirley says somewhat. Right. Okay. You said, I believe it, but do you know it? See, believing and knowing is two different things. You can believe a lot of things, but do you know it? Do you know it? Because see, when you know it, you start implementing it. You start putting it into action, right? You know, people gonna say, oh, I believe that Jesus died on the cross to save our sins, but do you know it? Well, I believe God created us in his likeness, but do you know it? Because see, if you knew that God created you in your likeness, then you know that you are a demigod yourself. I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna say that again. If you believe that God created you in your likeness and you know it, then if you know it, then you know that you are a demigod yourself. Uh-oh. Did she say that? She said it. And if you are a demigod yourself, you can have whatever you want. Let's get back into the book. I don't think we're ready for that just yet. It says, listen. It says, listen. It says the trick is simple. It says, be overcome by your self-belief. Be overcome by your self-belief. Even while you know you are practicing a kind of deception on yourself, act like a king. You are likely to be treated as one. It says, be overcome by your self-belief. Even while you know you are practicing a kind of deception on yourself, act like a king. Friend said, I am a god. Come on. Come on. Fred, I love it. People cuss you out. How you gonna say you a god? You not a god. You a human being. You ain't a Baby, listen. Act like a king and you'll be treated like one. I demand kingly respect. I don't do anything I don't want to do. I started acting as a millionaire when I was barely a thousandaire. I started acting as a millionaire. I started acting as a millionaire when I didn't have no money. Huh? I started acting as a millionaire. Huh? When I had a disconnect notice for my lights. I said at some point, this act is gonna catch up with my reality. My delusions will become my reality if I just keep pressing forward. If I keep acting as if I'm a millionaire and people start treating me as if I'm a millionaire, then then millionaire opportunities are going to come to me. Huh? I will start conversing with people who I never would have had a chance to converse with actual millionaires because I've changed my mindset. Let's finish this book. It says, a crown might separate you from other people, but it is up to you to make that separation real. You have to act differently, demonstrating your distance from those around you. One way to emphasize your difference is to always act with dignity, no matter what the circumstances. Always act with dignity, no matter what the circumstances. You're not gonna take me out my hookup. You're not gonna take me out my peace. You're not gonna do it. I had a situation yesterday. I'm not going to go into it because, I got a story for the story and we are going to finish this book. But I had a situation yesterday. I shared with one of my good friends my situation. It was involved a family member. And she said, excuse me. She said, I don't see how you did that. She said, I don't see how you in your right mind. I'm not going to let anybody, nobody, mother, father, sister, brother, nobody take me out my hookup. Nobody. You hear me? I am a king. Okay? And if I come to your level, then guess what? I risk losing my crown. If I drop to your level, if I shrink to your level, then my crown will no longer fit. Huh? Kings don't entertain foolishness. Huh? Kings don't entertain foolishness. Kings don't entertain foolishness. They pay for entertainment, but they don't entertain foolishness. You have to understand that. Huh? Listen, let's go ahead. We at the page of 287. It says regal bearing should not be confused with arrogance. Arrogance may seem the king's entitlement, but in fact it portrays insecurity. It is the very opposite of a royal demeanor. Listen, now let's talk about this. Let's talk about that royal demeanor. See, a royal demeanor, I'm on page 288. A royal demeanor has other uses. Con artists have long known the value of an aristocratic front. It either disarms people and makes them less suspicious, or else it intimidates them and puts them on the defensive. So again, we talk about all our scammers and bammers on the internet. They just pop out of nowhere with Lamborghinis and G-Wagons and the finest of the finest. And y'all like, oh my God, where did she come from? Where did he come from? He is amazing. Y'all, I'm not going to do it today. We got to get off this thing. I'm not going to do it. We'll talk about that a later day. But anyway, people come out the bag. And then when they've been found out to be a con artist, all they do is go low. They get quiet for a couple months. They might even take 6 months to get quiet because they're getting a new game plan together. And then they come back out with something else. Now everybody coming out with this, that, and the other. They come back with a new game plan and they surprise a whole new group of people. They surprise a whole new group of people and they back on top, right? Because see, the thing is, they never record their downfall. They never record the low times. They only post the high times, right? They only post the high times because if there's somebody that you follow, and they record them falling off financially, you're gonna be like, oh, everything they said was a lie, even if they get back up to the place they was. So all they ever you still gonna lose faith in them. So all they're ever going to post is the good times, the high times, the high life. So if you go look on their Instagram page, they TikTok, all you see is them flying around the country. All you see is them doing this. I almost cussed. I guarantee you, if I was to post all of my footage from the traveling I've been doing over the last 30 days, if I was to post all of that traveling, I've been this, zing, zing, zing. If I was to post me in first class shipping champagne, if I was to post me at the airport on the buggy, on the little cart, anybody can get that damn cart. If I was to post me doing all that, if I was to post every outfit I wear in the airport, oh, look at her, 3 o'clock in the morning, still sharper than a tack, this, that, and the other. I would have double the supporters I have now. I would have double the money I have now because people are like, oh, I want to get like that. But by me coming on here, going live from my daughter's bedroom on this deluxe air mattress with my 2 liter, my handy dandy 2 liter Canada Dry in a house dress, I have turned some people off. People will come across this and be like, I like what she's talking about, but where's she at? She can't tell me nothing. When really I can tell you everything. Let's go. It says, finally, so listen. Finally, to reinforce the inner psychological tricks involved in projecting a royal demeanor, there are outward strategies to help you create the effect. First, the Columbus strategy. Get your pen and paper out. The Columbus strategy. It says, always make a bold demand. Set your price high and do not waver. Always make a bold demand. Set your price high and do not waver. That's number one. Number two, in a dignified way, go after the highest person in the building. This immediately puts you on the same plane as the chief executive you are attacking. This is the David and Goliath strategy. By choosing a great opponent, you create the appearance of greatness. Number three, I know I'm going pretty quick. Go back and watch this on YouTube. I am Coach Misty. Number three, give a gift of some sort to those above you. Now you got to be tricky with this one. Give a gift of some sort to those above you. Okay, it says this is the strategy to use if you have a patron. It says by giving your patron a gift, you are essentially saying that the two of you are equal. It is the old con game of giving so you can take. Giving your patron a gift, saying the two of us are equal, giving so you can take. Accepting the gifts created a kind of equality between the Duke and the Rider. So they talked about this Rider and this Duke, and the Rider gave the Duke this beautiful gift. It said the Duke was put at ease by the feeling that he was dealing with a man of his own nobility. He funded the Rider generously. The gift strategy is subtle and brilliant because you do not beg. You ask for help in a dignified way that implies equality between two people, one of whom just happens to have more money. Before I go into that, I got to give y'all this snippet. I can't hold it. Once upon a time, I was dating a dude named Tom. These are real life. He was here in Cleveland. Tom was one of the major drug dealers around, okay? Now, when I was dating Tom, I was pregnant with my daughter, Erin. It wasn't his baby. You know, it wasn't too much that was going to go. This is the dude I bought the ice cream for. If y'all been watching me all week, I told y'all about the dude I bought the ice cream for, and he was so impressed because nobody ever did nothing for him, okay? Now, at some point in time, you know, me and Tom went our separate ways. Again, I'm pregnant with somebody else's baby. I was pregnant when he met me, blah, blah, blah. He had met a woman. This woman came out of nowhere. Listen, y'all, because she used this strategy, right? She used this strategy of giving a gift. This woman came out of nowhere. She had money like Tom had money. Huh? She didn't live here. She wasn't local. She just came out of nowhere. They started talking. She had money like Tone had money. Now, me and Tone had separated or had stopped talking, but Tone had told me, I want to be the godfather to your daughter. I still want to do stuff for the baby, right? I still want to do stuff for the baby. And I said, sure. Now she was so smooth with it. He told her, it's like, hey, I was dating a chick. She pregnant. I'm going to be that baby's godfather. The girl said, sure, no problem. Whatever you want to do. That was before me. The woman had even called me. They had called me on three-way. It was him and her had called me. I was getting close to my due date. She said, hey, she introduced herself. She said, hey, I'm such and such. She said, what is it that you need? She said, me and Tom about to go to the thing. My baby father was locked up. He was doing time in state. She said, we about to go to Babies R Us. What is it that you need? Or, send us a list of what you need and we'll go ahead and get that for you. I said, oh, okay. I'm not doing no tripping. She said, yeah, it's not a problem. I completely understand it. Now, she supposedly had children, but her children were somewhere else. Again, she wasn't from here. Right? So this woman had money like Tone. So Tone had told me a little bit about this woman. It was like, yo, man, like, I can't believe it. Like, she the first woman I ever dealt with that got money like I got money. She ain't asking me for nothing. She buy me expensive stuff. We exchange gifts and this, that, and the other. I said, okay, Tone. I said, but what do you know about her? I said, what do you know about her, Tone? And he's talking about, she seemed A1 to me. I said, okay, bet. This woman got in there. She learned Tone's business, right? Tone didn't have no real job. Wink, wink, stink, stink. Tone didn't have no real job. She learned everything she could about Tone. About 6 months later, I see Tone's cousin, and he says, man, did you hear what happened to Tone? I said, what? He said, Tone got locked up by the feds. Excuse me? He said, Tone got locked up by the feds. He said, the woman that he was dating, the one that came out of nowhere, the woman that he was with after you, the woman who bought him all this stuff and all this and that and the other, she was actually an informant. She was actually an informant. She actually did what she did to get him out the way so that they could take it easy on her. She was working with the government. She actually came in. She had actually been studying Tone and things of that nature. And the only reason she didn't strike sooner is because he was with you. They didn't know where you had come from. They didn't know if that was his baby or nothing. So once he and I was done, once they no longer saw you around, they had been watching him. Once they no longer saw you around, they went in for the kill. And here she came. All of the money and the flossing that she was doing, that was not her money. That was money that was given to her by the government. When I tell you that these strategies are real and these strategies are being used every day, y'all got to listen. Y'all got to wake up. When I tell you Tone went and did more than 20 years, Tone got locked up as a kingpin. Tone did more than 20 years in feds behind this woman. See, y'all better watch out. All right. Listen, it's going to say, listen, we're going to go back to the book now. Page 289. It says, remember, it is up to you to set your own price. Ask for less, and that is just what you will get. Ask for more, however, and you send a signal that you are worth a king's ransom. Even those who turn you down respect you for your confidence, and that respect will eventually pay off in ways you can't imagine, okay? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Ask what you want from these men. Stop playing yourself. I'm not talking financially. I'm talking about relationship-wise. Say what it is that you want. Even if you are turned down, rejection is still protection. I tell y'all this all the time. Stop saying if you know you want to be in a relationship, stop playing yourself when a man say, well, I'm just going with the flow. Stop playing yourself. Because 6 months later, a year later, 6 years later, you still just going with the flow. And you don't even know how you got there. Don't be afraid to tell a person what it is that you want. Listen, the only power that a yes or no has is the power that you give it. Hey, that was deep. The only power that a yes or no has is the power that you give it. When I tell a person, when I met a handsome man, delicious man, and I told him what I wanted, and he said he was looking for something different, no problem, sir. Let me go and get off this phone. Wait, what? Yeah, let me go and get off this phone. We're not looking for the same thing. It's no sense of us. There's no sense of us even being in this conversation. I'm out of here. I'm going to let you, again, no hard feelings, no judgment. I'm going to let you find who's intended for you. What God has for you, I'm going to release the line and let you find what God has for you, and I'm going to find what God has for me. And we're going to be good. Good day. He wasn't used to that. And the crazy part about it, y'all, that turned him on. Because he used to women trying to change his mind and run him down, and that turned him on. Wait, what? You about to get off the phone? Yeah. I'm about to get off the phone, sir, because this ain't for me. Good day, good luck on your journey. Yeah, and I went on and hung up. Stop being scared to tell people what you want. It said it's up to you to set your own price. Ask for less, and it is just what you will get. Ask for more, however, and you send a signal that you are worth the king's ransom. Even those who turn you down respect you for your confidence, and that respect will eventually pay off in ways you can't imagine. It says, imagine this. Everybody, I want you to place a crown on top of your head right now. Everybody that's watching this, I had to put my stomach on a book to hold it. I want you to place a crown on top of your head. Right now, everybody that's watching me, I want you to place a crown. Place the crown on top of your head right now. My crown is on. Is your crown on? My crown is on. Place a crown on top of your head. Okay? It says the crown. This is on page 289. Place it up on your head and you assume a different pose. Now, listen, I see you putting a crown in the thing. No, I literally want you to imagine yourself placing a crown on your head. When you place a crown, even the imaginary crown, you are going to be different. Damn the emojis. I'm even going to drink my Canada Dry different because I don't want my crown to fall off. Look, look, look. My crown is on. Okay, my crown is on. I'm not moving. I can't even throw my head back and drink my Canada Dry because my crown is on. Friend said I wear mine cocked to the side. No, you got to wear your crown straight on your head because when you wear your crown cocked to the side, that gives the feeling to the people that is almost about to fall off. You hear me saying? When you wear your crown cocked to the side, you're not Biggie. Put your crown on straight. Put your crown on straight. Now, I am dignified. My crown heavy as hell because it's encrusted with all the jewels. I have to move my head with the crown. All right, listen, it says, place it up on your head and you assume a different pose. Tranquil yet radiating assurance. Never show doubt. Never lose your dignity beneath the crown or it will not fit. It will seem to be destined for one more worthy. Do not wait for a coronation. The greatest emperors crown themselves. Baby, my crown is heavy as hell. I should have bought a lighter crown, okay? Crown heavier than a... Listen, it says, do not wait for coronation. The greatest emperors crown themselves. All right. It says authority. Everyone should be royal after his own fashion. Let all of your actions, even though they are not those of a king, be in their own sphere worthy of one. Be sublime in your deeds, lofty in your thoughts, and in all of your doing, show that you deserve to be a king, even though you are not one in reality. How many still got their crown on? How many people still got their crown on? You said my head start hurting. How many people still got their crown on? Your head start hurting because you ain't used to wearing a crown. Huh? It got to fit. My head hurt. I'm starting to get lightheaded. You're not used to wearing a crown, maybe because I'm hungry too. Your head start hurting because you're not used to wearing one. When you keep it on, you'll get used to it. Huh? That's what my mama told me about a girdle. Keep your crown on and keep your back straight. Huh? Listen. Friend, I hear friend Nakisha want to argue with me. It's okay, friend. She say my crowns never fall off. I listen to what I'm saying. Your crown may never fall off, but if people see your crown slipping to the side, you may like to wear it like that. They assume that the crown is either too heavy for your head or is about to fall off, and people will treat you different. Understand what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if you wear it around your waist like a hula hoop. What I'm saying is this: when you wear your crown cocked to the side, people treat you differently. Let's talk about the reversal, y'all. We are on page 290. It says the idea behind the assumption of regal confidence is to set yourself apart from other people. But if you take this too far, it will be your undoing. Never make the mistake of thinking that you elevate yourself by humiliating people. Also, it is never a good idea to loom too high above the crowd. You make an easy target. And there are times which being an aristocratic pose is dangerous. All right. It says, listen, you are radiating confidence, not arrogance or disdain. Y'all, I think I'm even reading better with my crown on. Yeah, I think I'm reading better. Am I not pronouncing my words better with the damn crown on? Huh? Am I not reading better, people? Let me fix my glasses. Listen, I know it's okay, friend. She's still coming for me, but not coming for me. She's so funny. She's still throwing shade with hearts. Like I'm open to receiving it, friend. You still coming for me. I love you, you petty. My friend's still coming, but not coming at all. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, y'all, listen. It says, finally, it is true that you can sometimes find some power through affecting a kind of earthly vulgarity, which will prove amusing by its extremeness. But to the extent that you win this game by going beyond the limits, separating yourself from other people by appearing even more vulgar than they are, that game is dangerous, right? What people say, I'm going to say what people want to say. Y'all know people, I call them shock jocks, right? Howard Stearns, Charlemagne the God, right? I'm going to say what people want to say, right? And that's cool because you'll have people's ear when you say what they want to say, but understand somebody is going to come behind you that's even more vulgar, more real, more whatever than you are, right? And then guess what? If you built your whole dynasty on vulgarity, you will lose it because that is a dime a dozen. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you build your whole dynasty on, that's a dime a dozen. You have to elevate at some point. It says this: there will always be people more vulgar than you, and you will easily be replaced the following season by someone younger and worse. All right, y'all, that was the end of that. That was the end of that. I don't know how I'm going to manifest with this crown on because, baby, it is heavy. Shout out to all the people who follow me. Y'all, listen, I will not be live tonight. I got to go see a daddy-daughter dance. I got to go take these kids to do that. I got to go meet up with a man about a horse. Okay. And I gotta go get me something to eat. So I will not be on tonight for Spiritually Ratchet. And you probably won't, y'all. I probably try to get on a little bit Sunday when I'm back at home on Sunday. I try to get a little bit on Sunday. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day. If you would like to book an appointment, you can go to I Am Coach. If you'd like to book an appointment, you can go to IamCoachMisty.com and book your appointment. I am Coach Misty. I do have some openings left for readings or whatever you want to use your time for. We use your time for it, okay? But I will not be on tonight. I'm going to go hang out with my family, go bend a couple corners, turn a couple blocks. You feel me? Huh? I got to gas that rental car back up so I can get all the usage out that little Subaru Outback. It's good on mileage, okay? It's good on mileage. So I'm about to hit these streets, okay? What else, y'all? Hey, if you enjoyed our lesson today, feel free to leave a love offering. That's my Cash App. Y'all see it. We're gonna get into all that. I ain't got the pink pants on right now. I still got on my dress. So I will let Zoe or somebody take a picture of me in my little outfit or whatever. But yeah, I still got my damn dress on. So my house dress. But I'm about to get dressed in a minute. I'm actually about to get dressed after this live because I got a 3:00 appointment. Somebody got a 2023 reading. And then I'm out of here after that. So anywho, y'all, let's go ahead and manifest. I want to manifest whatever it is. I want to manifest your crown. Let's manifest your crown. Can we do that today? Let's manifest your crown. Now, if I blow, I'm going to have to put some safety pins or something in my crown. Because if I manifest, it's gonna blow off. So just for a minute, see, I have an internal crown. Hold on, just for a minute. Woo! All right, just for a minute, y'all, because I need to manifest. Okay. Join me for sure, y'all. Join me back on Monday, same time, same place, 12:00 Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For law number 35, master the art of timing. Master the art of timing. I think all of us need that. Y'all, we almost done with this book. If you are just now joining me and you like what you saw and you want to go read the other or go look at the other chapters, hey, go back to my YouTube. I am Coach Misty. I am Coach Misty on YouTube, on Facebook. Go join in, go watch the other videos and do that. But let's go ahead and manifest your crown today. Thank y'all for rocking with me. We've been on for about 1:15. Ready? All right, let's do it twice. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, hold it. When I tell you to hold it, I want you to place your crown on your head. And when I tell you to release, let it go, you let it go. That crown is going to stay with you forever and always. Don't ever take your crown. Don't let nobody knock your crown off your head. Don't you take it off to Lord to get to nobody's standards. And remember, when you do petty stuff, you are shrinking yourself. You are shrinking the person who you're supposed to be, and your crown will eventually fall off by itself. All right. All right. So first of all, Zoe down there making fun of Zen, and I'm about to go down there and cause havoc. So let me go ahead and manifest so I can go get my baby. Now, so I can go and get my baby. Y'all ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it. Place your crown on your head. And release. On the count of 3, I want you to manifest to me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Zoe, did you bring the baby up here? Let me see her real quick because we're about to get off of midday manifest. Next time they see her, she'll be 1. Hurry up, Zoe. Huh? Let me see her, Zoe, because they won't see her until she 1. She did what?
Don't touch her.
Oh, Zen. Really, Zen? Oh, you's a stink monster. Yeah. 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 Oh, Zen. Say hi. Say y'all won't see me till I'm 1. My brain won't be back until July. Yeah. Oh, you's a stink. Oh, nope, don't put it on me. All right, say bye. Say bye. Say bye, Zen Zen. Say bye. Oh, she stank. All right, y'all. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to turn her over. Oh, you stank like him. She do know how to check the screen. Get her. I know it's on her diaper. She trying to put it on me. Oh my God. What did she eat?
She had the food from last night.
Jesus.
I saved her a plate because she was already asleep.
Oh God, Zoe. Get it. Got to be more careful. Y'all have y'all have a wonderful day. Share this live with somebody. It may change your life. Oh, Jesus.